Finally, brothers and sisters, we've been in a series discussing God's mission for the church, or rather, God's church for His mission. And now it's the finale, the final very important words. What's next? And David, I love this phrase that you usually coin. What's coming is from the mission field to a mission force.
Yeah.
What's that? From a mission field to a mission force.
So again, you've had these areas of the world that traditionally were untouched with the gospel, and for hundreds of years, the church has been going to try to take the gospel and penetrate into these areas. But now what's happened is you have the growth of the church dramatically in these areas.
And the ones receiving areas
are now becoming senders.
Sending.
And they have the opportunity, some of it is them needing to capture the idea, understand that, hey, we have the ability now, the capability now, to actually become the major senders of mission. And actually, they do so much more.
So, and this is the DNA of the church anywhere, right? The nature of the church. This, I wouldn't say the second nature. It's the first nature. The identity of the church is being on mission for God. So wherever there is church, the mission of God should be accomplished. So
that's right.
This is what we're all praying for the Great Commission to be accomplished, is that the once was mission field is now a missions force, so that they can reach everywhere.
Right.
You told me about the hills and mountains and valleys. And when you were watching, tell us.
It was a dramatic part of my early story of being a missionary, worker. Whereas I saw this mountain and valley, it's literally as far as I could see. And I realized...
So you looked at mountains, valleys, valleys.
And it was a little daunting, because I realized that each one of those was a different tribal group, different language group, different people group, that it was going to take a different independent effort to reach each one of those. And I could maybe do one in a lifetime, or two maybe.
Study the language, understand the culture, go and reach, invest your life there.
And I wasn't even the best one then. I realized if I was the only one to do that,
I will do it.
I'll go.
By God's grace.
By God's grace. But I realized there's also this huge number of other believers right here, and that's close culture. Not the same, but close culture, language, culture, who could be
less barriers.
Just needed to be mobilized to go and say, let's go together.
Encouraged, motivated, equipped, and released.
And then there'd be, rather than just one or two missionaries going, there'd be waves going.
That's a movement.
That's a movement, and that's what it's going to take to reach the remaining unreached peoples.
So, in final words, there is kind of a giving the baton. The older generation, which was from a few places to the unreached, is now from the mission field to the mission force.
Again, God did such a wonderful thing through those early missionaries. The church has grown, it's been discipled, it's flourishing, and now it's mature, and now it's ready to take its baton, its place to have the blessing to go and fulfill the gospel.
Amen. The Church of Jesus Christ everywhere. You are called to be a mission force. Wherever you are, you're not just receiving missions. Once you were a mission field, and by God's grace, the gospel has reached you. But now you are to ignite this movement. Take the baton, receive the baton, and be the mission force to accomplish God's mission for His church today. And become God's church for His mission. May God bless you, may God use you, and may God fulfill the Great Commission through every faithful multi-generational church in the mission field, becoming a mission force for the glory of God in Jesus Christ. Amen.